hey, ha.
I'm a hoople, Totney's Newsome. Good evening, everybody. Toyaksit Newsome, Ganas Cheese, how we are Yées Ḳu.oo. It's Tlingit meaning new people. Outside, we did the song called Admiration, composed by my cousin Kevin Clevenger. It's the lyrics are, our hearts are good and we are ready to start. And so our hearts were good and we came in with the cake entrance. We were given permission to do it by Ruth Demmer. Ganas cheese. The next song we're going to do for you is the Aleut Seabird song. It's from the Aleut series of songs that were preserved by Tlingit people in this area. During World War II, Aleut people were sent to Southeast in internment camps. And our relatives had it rough, and we did what we could to help them. They forgot about the songs for a long time, but the Tlingit people kept them alive. And in the 80s, at Alaska Federation of Natives, one of the Tlingit people who was caretaker of the song stood up and addressed the Aleut people and said, "These are your songs, you need to have them back." And so we proudly sing them to support our relatives up north. Again, we're Yées Ḳu.oo. We're happy to be here and share the stage with Git Hoan. Are you excited to see Git Hoan? Dis knew you, me too. Doyaksit Newsome, Aleut Seabird song. Gita agua.
Okay, next we are going to be doing a song from the Haida Nation. This is an ancient and proud song, and it portrays an eagle flying over Q.U. Island in southeast Alaska. Huckstow.
Hawa, Hulagan, Walter, Hulagan. As I said, our name is Yées Ḳu.oo. We were given the name by Clarence Jackson, and we wear it proudly. I'd like to thank David A. Boxley for inviting Yées Ḳu.oo to come and open the evening for Git Hoan. He asked us over a year ago. We've been understandably excited about it and proud to share the stage with Git Hoan. The next song we're going to do for you is called the Women's Honor Song. It was written by Tim Lammett, my cousin David Nelson III. And it was written for a special lady that he was working with who was teaching Aleut, the Tsimshian language, to children. And she was also teaching them how to keep themselves safe in a sometimes unsafe world. And he worked closely with her, and they were putting together a play for the Metlakatla School. And the director of the play went to Tim Land a couple of days before the play and said, you know what, you should write a song about this play. And he said, okay, and he did. And he had some help from David Arboxley, who you're going to see out here tonight, with the translation. And the lyrics go, walk softly, great lady, thank you and bless you for all that you've done. Walk softly, great lady, you walk in the paths of our grandmothers. And that special lady was my mother, Wilma Dissy Baines of Metlakatla. And we have a special member joining us as a guest for the evening, the Nachnoch. My mother's Kwishna Pala, worn by my daughter, Katie Price, who was very close with my mom. It's also special for us to present this song for you tonight because the choreography was created by Simsodam Newsom, Dr. Michael D'Angeli, was a very dear friend of mine. And she was gifted the song by Tim Lamet. And she created the beautiful choreography you'll see tonight. Doyexit Newsom, thank you all. Women's Honor Song. To exit Newsom, thank you all. The next song will be our exit song. It was written by Nancy Barnes, who is our leader. It may seem like I'm kind of leading, but I just get to talk because I like to talk in front of people. But Nancy is our leader, and we appreciate her very much. And this song was composed so that we could have a fun, lively song in Sim-Alaga, the Tsimshian language. And the lyrics go, how are all of you? We are good. We're gonna dance hard for you. We hope you enjoy it. Those are the lyrics. So we're gonna exit with the Tsimshian Happy song, and then we're gonna do what has kind of become our signature song. We were given permission by Clarence Jackson, who also named the group, to sing this song. And it's a powerful song, and we love doing it at the end of our performances. Again, Gona Chish, Hawa, Doyexit Newsom, thank you all.
Nagat gedum nozen plagiget Chaik tilum yelkit Dim flamathedim will along dim will Dipta askedum dim skuden sa will along Nagat gedum nozen plagiget Chaik tilum yelkit Dim slamathedim will along dim will Dipta askedum dim skuden sa will along Nagat gedum nozen plagiget Chaik tilum yelkit Dim slamathedim will along dim will Dipta askedum dim skuden sa will along Nagat gedum nozen plagiget Chaik tilum yelkit Dim slamathedim will along dim will Dipta askedum dim skuden sa will along
Simgiget, Sigram Hananak, Nakagiget, Kapawalchik, and a Hatni, Get will Katkoid exism Agua Shagion. Git Hoan, the word Hookamil Wa, and it up local Loam Am Ragorum, the will of the Achram. Dim meelgrim at a limium had achism. And oix sit newsum. Hasharo dim hotten nararodsum. And meelgrim at a yaw at some chian. Why wa?
Doixisim Hanis Newsum. Git Hoan the way the hook meal go. Ab little squisco and a godum, them will need a Hanis Newsum, them will need a go with a lot of Shen Shagaon. We are the Git Hoan, people of the salmon. Our hearts are joyful to see all of you that have come to see us tonight. Doixisim, Hanis Newsum. Thank you all very much. The song we did behind the screen is called an outside song. In the old days, as our people approached a village they were visiting, they would not touch the sand with their canoes until they had sung a song asking permission to come ashore, and until the hosts of the village had reciprocated and sang back to them as a sign of peace and welcome. We try to do as much as we can to spread our culture no matter where we go. Ayeltkenum de mulhoy de Hanis Newsum de Slagigedum. We're very fortunate to be able to try to do what the old people did. We hope that you will enjoy everything that we have to show you tonight. Gott will han hook meal! Amagodu, the will height go at Achishum Shaga on dim Lemium at Milganum and Awesome. We are very happy to stand in front of you to sing and dance for you today. It's an honor, and we're very grateful that we were brought here to show up a little bit of our culture this way. I'm coming to celebration, coming to Juneau every 2 years is one of the best things that we ever do. And we're happy to be back. When I say one of the best things, we're not talking about us. We're talking about you and the people who appreciate what we try to do. We work so hard, and it's really wonderful to come to Juneau. It really is. Waiwa. The next song we're going to do for you is our oldest song. This is a chief's headdress song in which we spread the down to show that there's peace between our people and all of you. The young men are not chiefs. We don't presume that, but they're wearing the headdresses of chiefs and the rattles of chiefs. Our women are going to be putting down in the crowns of their headdresses to spread it all among you. Those of you in the first 4 or 5 rows, we hope that the air is flowing in the right direction. I've had people not take a bath for 5 years after we've danced. No, really, I'm just kidding. It's such good medicine, you know? It's such good medicine. I'm really happy to see that people start here and go all the way back to the wall. Ah, it's really amazing. Thank you. You know, all the Tlingit people and Haida people, Tsimshian people in the audience, looks like we had a big potlatch up here, you guys. All down on the floor. The next song we're going to do for you was written by a young lady from Yakutat. I heard that she's in the crowd, so I'm going to have her stand up and let you acknowledge her. Where are you? Right there, Allison. Allison Bremner. Little raven flew by and said soon to be Allison Marks, so I figure I better say that. This song is an honor song to the people of this land, the Auk people and the Tlingit people in Juneau. These young men are holding staffs that represent the 4 clans of the Tsimshian: Eagle, Wolf, Raven, and Killer Whale. We honor your people. We're standing on your land. Thank you for letting us be here. Anyat Kusane! Wait, what? We're not trying to talk too much. We're trying to do a lot of singing and dancing, but we do have to explain each song. So we'll try to talk as quickly as possible, which is not what I'm doing right now. The next song we're going to do for you is called Walking in the Footsteps. And this song is going to be danced by our women, preparing a path, clearing the path for the next generation so that those young people can run on that path. It's a metaphor for how we are preparing our culture and keeping our culture strong so that the next generation can celebrate it and celebrate us for preserving it for them.
I live in Metlakatla these days. I moved home, and it's a treat for me. These folks that were so kind to bring us up here is an opportunity for me to see my dance group family and my actual family, because they are my family. So it's a real treat, so I'm very grateful for that personally. This next song we're going to do was written by Christine Martin. She's originally from Loch-Lambs, lives in Vancouver. And this song was written to honor her uncle Murray Smith and his brothers. Murray is a chief of a house, a Haida house in Loch-Lambs. And we dedicate this to all of you ravens out there tonight.
Michelle says we're singing too fast.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some information leading up to this next song. On the 6th of May, in just a couple of weeks, I'm going to be raising a totem pole at a hospital in Seattle to honor Cindy James. Cindy James danced with me, was my dear friend for 20 years. I'll tell you more about it in a little while, but the next song we're going to do is called Mouse Woman. And Cindy James was Mouse Woman for many years. And the next couple of songs, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and her. The translation to this song is, Mouse Woman knows what men will do. Mouse Woman knows what the spirits will do. Those who listen will live long and prosper. Those who don't will suffer and die. Mouse Woman knows what men will do. So we'll see who listens, and that's not her. So in this story, Mouse Woman comes to the rescue of a fisherman, a warrior, and a berry picker to rescue them from the evil cannibal giant Bausch, who, as you will see, is the ancestor of the mosquito. We'll see who listens to Mouse Woman. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. Well, I would see enough Hannah, more than will the cure you that. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. The mountain I would see enough Hannah, more than will the cure not know. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. Na amoksedim amadidus, na amoksedim simulai, adenagadidius. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. Now amoksid, nagadim ha, adadim jack. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. Well, I would see enough Hannah, more than will a cure you die. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. Way-yo, 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 ah-yo, ah-hey-yo. Cindy came to Celebration here in Juneau in June. She was very brave, and she was really struggling. She danced as best she could with us, but entered the hospital after we went back to Seattle and passed away in September. While she was in the hospital, her favorite nurse heard from her that she wanted the hospital to get rid of this not so well-made totem pole that had been standing in front of the hospital for many years, and put a new totem pole that honored all of the cancer patients that went through that hospital in the years past and any that would in the future. And her nurse passed it on to her supervisor, and it went further up the chain, and they decided to do it. And they put it online and for people to donate, and people have donated, and we bought a log from Sealaska, and it's finished. And it's going to be installed on May 5th and installed on May 5th and unveiled on May 6th at Northwest Hospital in Seattle, and then we're going to have a big memorial potlatch for her that day. And the reason I'm saying the rest of that is that the totem pole is an eagle totem pole with an eagle at the top. The second figure is a shaman representing all of the caretakers, the medical people. It has Tsimshian style, three men across, or three people across. The next figure that represents cancer patients from past, present, and future. The next figure down is a bentwood box with mouse woman peeking out the front of it. And then the very bottom figure is a very, very amazing portrait of Cindy done by my son, even with her dimples, her rings, and a tattoo of an eagle on her arm. Our next song is called Eagle Spirit. I know, I'm getting to that. Our next song is Eagle Spirit. That figure of Cindy holding down at the bottom she's holding her grandson Dominic. Dominic is going to be the lead dancer in this song, The Eagle Spirit, and he's dancing his grandmother's mask.
all those folks that were dancing out there are all Cindy's family, her sister, her children, her nieces and nephews, and her grandson. Yeah. After 20 years, there's a hole in the group, and it's just going to have to be there. And thank you all for that warm reception. This next song, I don't mean to put another slightly sad topic on, but I'm going to tell you a quick story about Metlakatla. When our migration to Alaska in the 1800s, we came over here with a missionary, and over the course of the first 80 years or so, as time went on and time went on and time went on, less and less of our identity as Tsimshian people was apparent. And my dad talks about when he grew up, other than the old people speaking the language and eating traditional foods, there wasn't a whole lot left that would let you know we were Tsimshian. In 1973, my dad's aunt, who was the new director of our brand new Head Start program at Metlakatla, went to an event and saw some dancing, and she thought, gee, we should have something like that, something for the kids in Metlakatla. And she made a phone call to British Columbia and brought over Margaret and Ken Harris. And they taught some songs to our Head Start program. And that kicked off what became the first dance group in Metlakatla called the Git Hoan. And my dad had come home from college and watched them practice, and he was just, amazed by all of this, and it kind of stirred something in him. And, eventually he put on a potlatch and raised a totem pole, and adult dance groups formed, and it all started with that phone call. And our Auntie Margaret passed away a week ago, and I flew up directly after her services, and this next song we're going to do is a Killer Whale song. She was Gishpudwada, Killer Whale clan, and we'd like to do this song in honor of her and that enormous contribution she made to our people. This is a Killer Whale song. The next song we're going to do is one of our oldest songs of our modern songs. It's called "Spirit of the Potlatch." And in this song, the spirit of the ancient people have come here to see what's going on. So watch for the magic in their eyes. And I'm sure they're not ready yet. There's no, what do you call those things to read that go up and down? What are those called? Teleprompters? This is all off the fly, and I got nothing. But, no. He's trying to throw ideas at me, and it's just not working. I will say that there's a whole bunch of friends of ours in the audience. Not that all of you aren't our friends, but some close folks that have taken the time out of their day to come, and I sure appreciate that, seeing everybody.
How many of you have never seen Git Hoan before? Never seen Git Hoan before?
Oh, good.
Oh, I'm so happy that there's so few of you. But those of you who haven't, I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Glad there's so few of you. All right. This is Spirit of the Potlatch.
A long time ago. Long time ago. I gotta sound like an authentic storyteller. No. Real long time ago. A family of Beaver built a dam over a stream near a village. Some teenagers came along, thought it would be funny to wreck the dam, so they broke it. The Beaver returned and built an even stronger dam, bigger dam, creating a huge lake. The lake was so big that it flooded the teenagers' village and half the people were lost. Not long after that, a young man was sitting on the banks of that huge lake And he saw a giant beaver come out of the water and slap its tail on the flat, calm lake. And he took that to mean that we need to respect all living things, that we shouldn't make the mistakes that those young people made. This song was given to me by a man who just recently passed also. His name was Orlando, nicknamed Bossy Bolton, who was a chief of the Kitsilas people in Terrace, British Columbia. He was the chief of the Git Hoan, and I had the privilege to attend his services a few weeks ago, and we intend to travel to northern British Columbia in the spring to dance at his feast. So he gave us this song. This is called a Beaver song. Yées Ďáudium. We're almost done. A long time ago, Thursday. All right, I'll let him do it.
I try to get back real fast. This was my favorite oral history when I was a little boy. There was a young man walking on the beach near his village, and he heard a rustling in the bushes near the shoreline, and he saw there was this big eagle that had got caught in a fish net. And he took his knife and he very gently cut the net open, and big eagle flew away. Years passed, and that young man grew up and became chief of his village. And his village suffered a terrible famine. They didn't have enough food to last but a day or two, with no way to preserve anything for the winter. And he was walking on that same beach wondering, what am I going to do? How do I save my people? Just then a live salmon dropped from the sky at his feet. And he looked up and he saw that big eagle flying away. What he didn't know is that that eagle was a noch, a supernatural being who had come back in his time of need to repay him for that kindness all these years before. You know, with the loss we've experienced, and I do want to acknowledge our friend, the community of Yakutat, and the passing of our friend Lena Farkas. And she was a language teacher, and you know, all of this, she worked for preserving her language and her culture, and these folks that we've lost recently, they all worked to make sure that when they were gone, this would keep going. And if anything else, we want to make sure to show the world that all of that work was never for nothing. You know, that these little guys and our people keep going and keep going and keep going. The best thing we could do to remember these folks is to keep doing what we're doing. So. And this song is all about what you put out into the world. When you do good, it comes back to you. And this is Eagle and Young Chief.
Waiwa, slagaudium. That's it. Slagaudium. Ada ap lugul skuskunum. Dat na will milganum da awesome shagan. We're thrilled to be here to dance for you. Git Hoan the way to hook meal gugui. These are the Git Hoan. Ajik Sigodu de will miano da skuskum da gui. I'm proud to be the leader of this group of young people. The next song we're going to do for you was written by my son David. It's called a traveling song. I'm going to follow this road wherever it leads, through good or bad, till we reach its end. And as you might have heard me say before, I think that's the story of our culture. We're going to follow this road wherever it leads and do the best we can to keep it alive and kicking as long as we are able. Oh yeah, hi, oh yeah, hi. Hey hi yo hey hi dim luyat ku kaina kwa ligi lependa dim wil de godum sarait kiach had a sarait hach warait dim wil has kuda wil sabah oh yeah hi oh yeah hi hey hi you hey hi. Git Hoan the way. We are the Git Hoan. Doigsum Khani Snoosum that will need to go with alom Shagaon. Thank you for coming to watch us. We appreciate it. We love you. Git Hoan. Somebody say hoo-ha.
You guys want one more? Okay, well, then in that case, there's a whole bunch of some Xian I know in the audience, and we like to do this as an encore at celebration. The history that I know of this song is that originally it comes from the village of Git Hoan in British Columbia, and made it to the Deishitan, I believe, in Angoon. And there was an old relationship between the Git Hoan and the Deishitan. But we're very proud of this song as Tsimshian people. And so if any of you Tsimshian want to come up with us, and any Deishitan, waiwa.
First Nations culture is alive and well.